Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here with a preview of the Nikon D5100. That's right, it fits right in the middle of the 3100 and the 7000, especially even with the price. You're looking at $799 for body only and $899 with a lens. Body only seems like a really good option. What are the main features here? Well, you have the 16.2 megapixel sensor. D7000 has the same type of sensor. Articulating screen. It's a 3-inch rotating screen. That's the 900,000 pixels. You know me with technical data. It's about what the camera does more so than the technical specs. But I would put it right against the T3i. So it's going to be an interesting fight. T3i has rotating screen. I guess Canon caught wind of Nikon doing that, or Nikon and whoever, their spies and all of that. But articulating screen, it's a 3-inch screen. It's a very, very nice screen. It's the same one that would be on the D3, D3S, and I would assume it's the same one that's on the D7000, except it rotates. And being that it's a big screen that comes out, they've had to move some buttons on the back. So no longer do you have that little trigger that's on the 3100 and the 7000 to activate live view. That's up top. The record button's up top. That's a little awkward if you're getting used to the other thing, but I'm sure it's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. A major feature that's different video-wise is that it's 1080 at 30 frames a second. The D7000 doesn't even do that and won't ever do that in my mind. That does 1080 at 24 frames a second. So now with the faster frame rates, they're starting to just get there. So when we see the newer cameras coming out, believe me, the new frame rates are going to get there. So this is this is an amateur camera. This is a good beginner place to start. If you're just, we'll have to run some tests as soon as I get my hands on it against the D3100. But if it has the, similar capabilities to what the D7000 has, I would definitely be taking a 5100 for $200 more than getting a 3100. Recommendation for new guys starting: buy a D5100 with a 35 1.8 for $200. You're at $1,000, and that's better than buying a D3100 with a kit lens and going and then spending more money and trying to sell that kit lens that you probably won't like. But if you're just a beginner and you're just sticking with any camera, 3100's fine. If you have a little bit more to spend, the 5100's going to be nice. They're pushing these effects filters for video, you know me with in-camera stuff, but for guys on the low end, it could be interesting to do effects in the camera. You can already edit your RAW files in the camera, which is interesting, but with effects in video, it'll be interesting to see what that looks like and how that's going to work, and if there is actually, a place for that when it comes to actually using it. So I guess I could say, would I want this over a D7000, or would I want a D7000 over a 5100? I don't know. If I was just looking for dedicated video, then this 5100 with that rotating screen could be really good. You put it up on a pole, you're watching the screen, you're making sure, because it does autofocus in video, like the 7000 and the 3100. They're still working out the kinks in that. That's going to get better as time goes on. But to be able to put it up on a pole or hold it up and do video live view, or down a little lower and do video, the thing here is video. So you're still an SD card, that's fine. But yeah, it's right in the middle. I could see starting out at the 5100. Don't know if there's going to be a grip yet for it. You also know there's a microphone attachment. We'll do that in another video because audio is really important with this. So again, mic in. It's really important to have that mic in. Canon already does it on their T2i. It's about time Nikon put it in there for their lower end cameras. Just the 3100 doesn't have it. That means you can put a good microphone into that and get better audio, because better audio does make your videos that much better. So the D5100 price range is okay. Big difference, $400 to go up to get a body only for a D7000. So a 5100, good starting point. If you're looking for just a backup camera to throw in the bag and you want to do HD video 1080 at 30 frames a second, and you're already a Nikon Pro and you already have pro gear, then this could be a good little body for you. Also, there's no focusing motor in this camera, so it's only going to use AFS lenses, but that's not a major deal anymore, as most lenses out there are AFS. I would like to use, say, the 50 1.4 AFD, that's a great lens, even on the 5100. And I say that because most of the time you're going to want to shoot in manual anyway if you're doing production video. But if you're doing low-end video, you're just family shooting, you're going to leave it in autofocus, you're going to leave it on the kit lens or whatever lens you have, and it's going to do a pretty good job of tracking and autofocusing during video. Still in the lower end stages of that, that's going to get better as we move on, but it's still offering it now, and you know, we'll see what happens, especially if you put on their external microphone, if you're going to even pick up the focusing noise from the lens, zooming and focusing, you may still pick it up, but that's really it for now. So 1080 video at 30 frames a second is one of the major key features of this camera, along with the swivel screen. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Can't wait to preview it, play with it, sniff it, unbox it, get you guys some sample video and images to play with, especially raw files that'll let you download the full res and do whatever you want with. That's about it. Interesting camera coming out. Can't wait to hold one. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya!